bhigachet samit pani strotriyam brahmanishtam. To understand these things properly, one must humbly approach with firewood in hand a spiritual master who is learned in the Vedas and firmly devoted to the absolute truth. Mundaka Upanishad 1-2-12. Do you think you'll understand the Vedas by purchasing some book on spiritual life at the local bookstore down at the mall? Realizing the purport of Vedanta is not so cheap. Without becoming initiated as a Brahmana, nobody can understand Vedas. It is a mystery. It is restricted to those who surrender. Without becoming a Brahmana, nobody can study the Vedas successfully. Without initiation, deep surrender, direct personal instruction, what can you understand about Vedas? Not very much. Therefore, Vyasadeva, after compiling the Vedas and dividing them into 4, compiled Mahabharata, because the subject matter of the Vedas is so difficult. Stri Shudra Dvija Bandhunam Trayi Nashruti Gocharaha Karma Shreyasi Mudhanam Shreya Evam Bhavediha Iti Bharatam Akhyantam Kripaya Muneya Kritam. Out of compassion, the great sage Vyas thought it wise that this would enable men to achieve the ultimate goal of life. Thus he compiled the great historical narration called Mahabharata for women, laborers, and friends of the twice-born. Srimad Bhagavatam 1:4-25. For women, laborers, and Shudras, and for the Dvija Bandhus, those who are born in the family of a Brahmana but do not have the qualifications of a Brahmana, they cannot understand the Vedas. If these rascal Dvija Bandhus and Shudras want to study the Vedas, it's not really possible, because they have to pass the test of initiation. One first of all has to become situated in the Brahminical qualifications. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, fearlessness, purification of one's existence, cultivation of spiritual knowledge, charity, self-control, performance of sacrifice, study of the Vedas, austerity, simplicity, nonviolence, truthfulness, freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, aversion to fault-finding, compassion for all living entities, freedom from covetousness, gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities of son of Bharata belong to godly men endowed with the divine nature. Bhagavad-gita 16:1-3. So, first attain these qualities, then try to understand the Vedas. Otherwise, what will you be able to understand? You'll misunderstand and create problems for yourself and others with your learned-sounding but actually foolish nonsense. Therefore, the Vedas themselves say, Tad Vigyanartam Sagurum Eva Bhigachet Samitpani Strotriyam Brahmanishtam. To understand these things properly, one must humbly approach with firewood in hand a spiritual master who has learned the Vedas and is firmly devoted to the absolute truth. Mundaka Upanishad 1-2-12. You must approach a guru to understand the Vedas. And what is that understanding? The final conclusion of the Vedas? Vedaischa sarvar aham eva vedya. Bhagavad-gita 15:15. To study the Vedas means to understand Krishna, surrender unto him, and chant his holy names. This is Vedic knowledge. Aho batasva pachoto gariyan yajjiva grevartate nama tubhyam te pustapaste juhuvus sashnurarya brahmanuchurnama grinantiyete. O my Lord, a person who is chanting your holy names, although born in a low family like that of a Chandala, dog-eater, is situated on the highest platform of self-realization. Such a person must have performed all kinds of penances and sacrifices according to Vedic rituals, and studied the Vedic literatures many, many times after taking his bath in all the holy places of pilgrimage. Such a person is considered to be the best of the Aryan family. Srimad Bhagavatam 3:33-7. So Arjuna says, Prapannam, now I surrender unto you, my Guru. I am not going to talk with you as an equal, as if I know so many things. Please instruct me. Up till this point, Arjuna has given so many arguments why he should not have to fight. What he was saying was right, but he was thinking on the material ontological platform. But Vedic knowledge is spiritual, uttamam. Tasmad gurum prapadyeta jignasu shreya uttamam. Therefore, any person who seriously desires real happiness must seek a bona fide spiritual master and take shelter of him by initiation to get the ultimate truth. Srimad Bhagavatam 11:3-21. So you surrender to a real guru, then what do you get? Shreya uttamam, the ultimate knowledge. Yach shreya syat nishchitam, the final ultimate conclusion of all knowledge without any uncertainty or doubt. That instruction now will be given by Krsna. Therefore, in order to achieve the highest spiritual goal of life, one should fully surrender to Krsna or his representative. Then his life is successful. So this is the secret. What is it that enables a great spiritual master teacher to present knowledge of the absolute truth without any mistake, without any imperfection, and also demonstrate the application of that truth by example? What enables a spiritual master, like my spiritual master, who came over from India without any prospect of success in America, and what enables him within a year to establish an international society that creates so many communities, farms, schools, ashrams, temples, all over the world? What is it that enables a person, for example, in this podcast, every morning we speak for 20 minutes about Krishna, and we're just speaking on one verse for 3-4 days at a time. What depth of knowledge is there present in that verse that allows us to dredge up so many details and so many good ideas, so many important ideas from each and every slok of Bhagavad-gita? Well, the difference between an ordinary man and a master teacher is that at some point the master teacher has surrendered to a bona fide spiritual master. A spiritual master is someone who comes down from the spiritual world to give knowledge. He's not an ordinary man. So if you mistake him as an ordinary man, then you lose this opportunity. If you try to test him, if you try to evaluate him as an ordinary man, oh, he talks a little funny sometimes, that's not the real indicator of a master teacher or a spiritual master. The real indication is one knows the science of Krishna and can deliver that science in a way that can make you understand and can motivate you to try to attain your perfect spiritual body. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of My Perfect Body. This is David Hughes, your host, reminding you to visit us on the web at esotericteaching.org, where you can purchase the complete Esoteric Teaching Introductory Seminar DVD and many CDs of transcendental music and mantras.